How you guys doing?
Hey.
Hello.
How's everyone? You good? We're ready to go live now.
All right.
Can anybody hear me? It's Dorothy.
I hear you, Dorothy.
I hear you.
Hi,
You hear
Pamela.
us?
Hi, Jessica. I don't see anybody.
Neither do
Same
I.
here.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
Yeah, you'll see once Chad unmutes it. Chad, we can go live now. How you guys doing today?
Hi, everybody.
How's everyone?
Everybody's
Good.
You guys ready?
Yes.
So I want to let everyone know and welcome them to co-host live auditions. This is our final audition. This is the final countdown. We got Dorothy.
What's
We got
up?
Pamela.
Hello.
We got Jessica. Who are you going to vote for? You know how it goes down, people. You got to hashtag the person's first name who you want to see as the co-host. And remember, in order for your votes to count, you have to like this page. So before we start the show, I'd like the ladies to introduce themselves. We're going to start off with Jessica Black. Jessica Black, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jessica Black. A vote for me, okay? You guys, my tribe is on here. Tribe, vote for me. But yeah, I'm your girl. I'm the one that's gonna keep it real 100 all the time. So that's me.
All right. Up next, we have Pamela. Introduction, please.
Hi, everyone. So I love the sound effects. They are back in my ears like last time. But I am honestly somebody who's always smiling. And for those of you who know me, know that that's true. And yeah, I'm just honored to be here and excited for this next hour.
All right. You got your tribe here too?
I do. They are my family, my friends, and my community. I love you guys.
Nice. Up next, we have Dorothy. Introductions, please.
Yeah, I'm liking the sound effects too, Pamela. It's kind of giving me this party throwback feeling. I'm your old school flavor. I'm your pretty girl. I'm the funny. I'm all of the above. You guys vote for Dorothy. You will have a good co-host. I'm not even going to lie to you. We go keep it popping every day, every hour, every day. All right, that's me, Dorothy. Hashtag Dorothy, DOROTHY, Malik.
All right. So, people, we gave the ladies challenges to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Dorothy.
Yes, sir.
Show us and talk to us about what she came up with. So, Dorothy, you had to create your own segment of your choice.
Yes.
So I want you to let the people know what segment you created, and let's get into the talk.
All right. So the segment that I created is a little segment that that's going to be developed. Hopefully, I get the platform called Secondary Thoughts. You know, sometimes you have your best thoughts after the fact, and you wish you could have probably had inserted them at the time. But my secondary thoughts will be a segment where I get to actually speak about things that have occurred in the after fact. So I've got enough time to really mull them over and get to talking. So
Give us some examples.
For example, a couple of weeks ago when Zaya interviewed me, God bless you, Zaya, shout out. She had asked me about cuffing season. Now, Malik,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know what the heck cuffing season is. This is a new
Okay.
millennial term, okay? So when she asked me, I was like, what? But, as the question unfolded, of course, I put two and two together. So cuffing season apparently is dating season. But for me, when I think about the season itself, cuffing season, dating season, I'm just thinking about the threat of a lockdown. Okay. And the consequences of thereafter. I was just thinking about the first lockdown and the kind of things that happen within our community and outside of our community. So my afterthought or secondary thoughts, hashtag, would be, not just dating, but, how to maintain and how to survive through this quote unquote second lockdown. And some of the things that I put together was, maintaining your physical health, your mental health, and your social health. Physical, I mean, sometimes I'm not a doctor, but what I can suggest is to definitely boost up your immune system, like Zaya mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago. Also, exercise. Lockdown does not prevent you from going outside and getting fresh air. You can go outside at least 10 to 15 minutes, get a little bit of cardio, get a little bit of fresh air, not just for your physical well-being, but for your mental well-being as well. Now, the threat of anxiety and depression and social isolation is very, very real. And some of the things that I found particularly helpful were number one, self-care. Okay. As far as depression and anxiety goes, we've got to concentrate on us first. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, but I was one of the ones during the first lockdown that kind of like sneezed and then had a complete anxiety attack. I was planning my own funeral.
What do you mean? What do you mean you had an anxiety attack? What are you talking about?
Listen to me. With the lack of information during the first pandemic, it was easy to like go to the extreme. And I was one of the ones. My anxiety levels were through the roof. So a practice in meditation, breathing, breathing first and foremost, meditation, concentrate on speaking inwardly into yourself, the positives, so that you could bring down your anxiety level. Also, for depression, like when you practice thankfulness, again, I'm not a doctor, but this is the counsel that was given me. When you practice thankfulness, you can't really focus on the things that are going wrong. You focus on the things that you're actually, happy for. And this mood actually is transferable. When you practice being thankful for even the littlest of things, it's transferable. And lastly, social isolation. A lot of people, I even read about somebody, particularly the extroverts like myself, going literally crazy and on the brink of suicide for lack of communication and visiting and hugging and all of that. Join an online community. That's it.
That's Chad. That's Chad. Time's up.
All right, Chad. Thanks, Chad.
So, Dorothy, we also had asked you in less than 3 months to go to the end of the year.
Yes.
If you were to consult Prime Minister Trudeau, what should be his focus for the rest of 2020?
Well, okay. In the wake of the Joyce Echaquan death, I'm hoping I wanted to pronounce that lady's name properly, whose blood I believe is on the hands of the healthcare providers that were at the hospital, I believe. I'm going to say I would like to see attention given to the systemic racism, particularly in the healthcare profession. I found it incredibly laughable that our boy Frank Legault doesn't really consider it an issue, and that it basically telling us that it doesn't exist. Especially since the emphasis on language laws pretty much give French-speaking Quebecers, again, in my humble opinion, a pass to be as bigoted as they want to be.
And why do you think? Why do you think that happens in Quebec?
Well, number one, I mean, the sense of entitlement, for Quebec to being a French. I understand the desire to maintain your culture. I understand the desire to protect your language, but I don't believe that your language is under threat by minimizing the rights of others. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's one issue.
How would you define systemic racism in 2020? What's your definition of that?
In 2020, systemic racism, for example, within the police institution. I remember I my background is in social services, and I had to do a stage with the NDG, sorry, not NDG, Cote d'Ivoire police system.
Big up uptown.
Big up uptown, big up uptown. But in any case, I had to do a ride along, and they were giving us the breakdown in how they policed the area.
Okay.
And one of the things that they said, and the thing is, they were so naive and ignorant about it, is that sometimes we just have to basically stop everybody because they all look alike. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's ignorant.
Really? It's
but also with the police force, a lot of these guys, and I'm not making an excuse for them, but a lot of them are from what we call en banlieue, en région, and really never had any contact with city people. And a lot of them, their views are what they see in pop culture, right? So movies, TV, media, you know what I mean? So what we want to do now is we want to bring in Pamela to join in on this conversation.
Hi.
And Pamela's good.
Pamela.
Sorry, I didn't expect to be put on.
Hey, this is a surprise. We got surprises for the show all the time.
Yeah, you kind of threw me off guard. I had this whole shtick prepared. But that's okay. I like surprises. I'm not mad.
Okay. So,
all right,
Pamela, what are your thoughts on what Dorothy spoke about in terms of if she was a prime minister, things she would do? She brought up systemic racism, but I also want to mention that the healthcare system is a provincial jurisdiction. It's not a federal jurisdiction.
It's not a federal jurisdiction. You're right. I agree. However, Medicare is across Canada. And if across Canada, if we're experiencing some similar issues, it is something that can be brought to a higher level of awareness.
Pamela, what do you think about that? We want to hear you, Pamela.
This is such a big issue. Okay.
It is a huge issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, coming off of what you just said, I you know what? Give me the question again. I'm so sorry. I just didn't expect that.
Okay, so if you're the prime minister's consultant publicist, what do you feel the prime minister should concentrate on for the rest of 2020?
Okay, yes. All right. Yes. So no, exactly what you were saying. Just, I mean, Malik, our healthcare is super important. I mean, my grandmother now is like, we're trying to take care of her. She has Alzheimer's, unfortunately, during this time. It's difficult it's okay, it's fine. She remembers us, thank goodness. And so, yeah, I think our healthcare is super important. Obviously, we're in COVID and the virus, but
so what are your thoughts on systemic racism?
Well, actually, I was going to talk about that in my turn.
Okay, so don't talk about it then. Don't talk about it right now.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, we have to educate ourselves in order to not have that anymore, right? Yeah. Like now
we'll talk about it. I want you to save that juice for later on. All right.
Okay.
So, Pamela, we're going to come back to you very soon. All right, we're going to come back to Pamela very soon.
Dorothy, carry on.
All right.
Thank you.
So what I want people to do right now is, people who are watching right now, if you are here for Dorothy, I want to see your comments right now in the chat. What do you think of what Dorothy just spoke about? Are you down what she spoke about? Do you agree? If you agree, let me see the hashtags for Dorothy right now. Let me see the hashtags for Dorothy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, may I remind you, you are watching the co-host live auditions. We just saw the first part with Dorothy Clark. She'll be back later on in the show. Up next, our next guest is Pamela Pagano. Pamela Pagano, you ready for this?
No,
are you ready for this?
Malik, and Dorothy, I'm so sorry about before. I was in my own little bubble and I was just like, my face is there. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But
It's
very
right.
important topic. And anyways, to just end off before, my grandmother is wonderful. We're taking care of her and we just need to make sure that our nurses are paid so they can carry on with the amazing work they're doing. Okay. Now, yes. Sorry, Malik.
All right. So, Pamela,
yes.
You had an opportunity to create your own topic of discussion What are you coming up with? What are you coming up with? How are you going to turn this place up? How are you going to light this place on fire?
Okay, Malik. So for this one, I'm gonna need your help. Okay.
Oh boy,
So
here we go. Here we
I
go.
was told I had carte blanche. So when you tell Pamela Pagano you have carte blanche, crazy things happen.
Oh man, producer Chad, you give her carte blanche? Come on, Chad.
Chad, that's what he said. So we are going to play a game that has actually been going on the internet, on Instagram. And so I'm going to get my phone out here.
All right.
And so basically, have you ever heard of it? It's called song association. When I explain it, you'll know what it is. But just to give you a little bit behind the scenes, Elle Magazine has been doing this with celebrities on their YouTube channel for a very long time. And now Instagram picked it up and they made it as a filter. So I'm going to point my camera.
Okay.
Do you see the filter on me?
Oh, yeah, I see the filter.
All right.
I see a big smile. All right, all right.
So how it works is that the filter is going to give us a word, all right? And we have to think of a song and sing it for a little bit with that word in it, okay?
Let's do it.
So we're not going to have points or anything. We're going to just work together to get a song with the word, all right?
All right.
All right, so I'm going to put it towards me. You see it working? Is it good?
Okay, I see it.
All right. Let me put my finger with my not painted nails. It's all good.
I see a microphone.
All right, let's see.
Girls.
All right, hot. All right, let's do it. Do you got one? I got one.
All right, go.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Malik, I can't sing, but it's okay. Do you have another song with hot?
No, I don't have another song that's appropriate for this thing right now.
It's all good. It's all good. No Drake songs with hot.
We feeling hot in here.
All right, let's do the next one. You ready?
The next one. Let's do the next one. What it is? What it is? What it is? The next one is what word is it? Rose.
Rose. I have one.
All right, go.
Every rose has its thorn. I don't know the rest of it.
Oh man.
I don't know. That's the song.
All right.
Example, if we have umbrella under my umbrella, Ella. Okay, I'm done. No more singing. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Okay. We won't give you a record contract.
No, please don't. I won't even ask for one.
Okay, so up next, we had asked you to speak to us about the memorable moments in 2020 outside of COVID. What do you feel is the most memorable moment outside of COVID for 2020?
I didn't even have to think twice about this. And this is where I started getting confused before. My bad. But it's basically the Black Lives Matter movement. That is something.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Why do you feel that that's the most important thing outside of COVID for 2020? Why do you feel that?
Because you know what? Even the fact that it has been, I mean, obviously it's extremely important, but you know, it started in, when was it? Like in 2013, July 13, 2013, when the murderer of, unfortunately, it was Trayvon Martin. Yes, excuse me. And so his murderer was acquitted. And so they started the Black Lives Movement in 2013. And so why I find it's important in 2020 is because all of a sudden this boomed, right? It was always a movement. This was always an important topic that should have been spoken about and gone national, but it did go national this year. And so that is why I think it's extremely important to be written in the history books of 2020, because I mean, it's a topic and a situation.
So Pamela, let me ask you something. As someone who feels that's a very important topic, as someone who is non-Black, how do you feel that you, as Pamela Pagano, can make a change regarding the Black Lives Movement and the anti-Black racism movement?
Well, first to realize that it is something, right? It's not just something that you can swipe next on your phone, right?
Okay.
And how I have been making a difference in my life is educating myself. I have certainly been following a lot more people who are allies in this movement, such as Macy Ann St. Louis. I don't know if you know her. I
Yeah, no,
love her.
Macy,
I love her with all my
what
soul.
up,
And
Macy?
seriously. And so, like, just local Montrealers buying from Black merchants and locals, you know, and just educating myself on the subject a lot more and realizing, you know, things that you would think it doesn't go any, like, not anymore, should have never gone, you know, certain comments and certain things. And
So Pamela, I want to add someone into this conversation right now.
Hi, Jessica.
We want to add
Hey.
Jessica in this conversation right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
So Jessica, Pamela brought up the importance of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the whole Black Lives Matter movement in terms of where it stands in 2020?
Yeah, where it stands in 2020. I mean, as Pamela said, I think it just got like the media caught on to it a little bit more in 2020, but it is something that's been there for a very long time. So
Yes.
for me, it is not necessarily a movement. As a Black person, is something that I believe and that I stand by, right?
Okay.
That Black Lives Matter. So I root for everything Black. In 2020, unfortunately, you know, is like the media actually caught on, you know, a Black person just jogging outside and getting shot. George Floyd is saying, I can't breathe, and he gets killed. Breonna Taylor, arrest the cops who shot Breonna Taylor. Like all of that, right? So Black lives do matter. So it is not a movement, but it's something that moving forward, I think it's just opening the eyes of everybody else and making everybody else that is non-Black see that, you know what, we're not dogs out here. We're actually people, and we're dying because of the color of our skin, right?
Yeah.
So we just have to say it louder and prouder, like, I'm Black, I'm proud. Yes, support Black businesses. We need that. But we really need everybody else to know that we're not pigs, we're not dogs, we're not animals. You can't just shoot a person for being Black. It is not a crime to be Black. So yes, Black lives matter. It is not a movement. It's a way of living for me every day. So
and what I want to say also to that is, you know, it's important that people educate themselves and be an ally to a movement. You know what I mean?
correct.
And do the best for you to make change for what's happening for the Black Lives Matter movement and for, you know, Black people and Black culture. So
Correct.
Jessica, what we're going to do right now, we're going to hang out with Pam and we're going to bring you in later on. All right. So for those who are part of Pamela's tribe and who are ready to vote for Pamela, let me see the hashtags. Let me see the comments. If you like Pamela's presentation right now, let me see those comments right now. All right, Pam. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a break. We're going to put you backstage and we're going to come out with Jessica Black right now. We got Jessica Black right now who's about to join us. Jessica Black, you ready to join us right now, Jessica Black?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Join us right now. Hold on.
Yes.
You know, I love doing that.
I love it.
We're going to have music next time. We're going to have some music next time.
All right.
You know what I mean? So you had a chance to create a topic. So why don't you tell us what topic you created and present it to us, please?
Okay, so what my segment is going to be called "Stop Playing with Me." Okay,
Right.
I say that a lot of times. Like, let's say my girlfriend calls me and she tells me a story. I'll be like, "Girl, stop playing with me." So we're just going to incorporate a little bit of pop culture in this.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
this is how it goes. So listen. So Megan the Stallion apparently, okay, so Megan, who's a whole stallion, was dating fun size Tory Lanez. Okay,
What'd you call her?
Now,
What'd you
she's
call her?
fun size.
Okay.
Fun size, okay? Fun size Tory Lanez. And it's like, she's a whole stallion. Girl, stop playing with me. Go get yourself a full size meal, okay? Full size meal. That's what you need,
Tory's
okay?
got something going on for Megan to be attracted to him. We don't know.
It's fine. You know, I mean, it's okay. He's fun size. It's cute.
All
But
right.
she's 5'9", like she's almost 5'10". Like, you
Yeah.
know. But it doesn't matter. It's not the looks, you know what I'm saying? But she could go get herself a supersized meal,
All right.
you know,
Okay.
because
All
she
right.
is Italian.
I know what
So
you're talking about. I know what you're talking
yeah,
about. Give us some examples of a supersized man. Give us some examples.
supersized man would be like, I don't know, just off top of my head. Um
Well,
Rick
Waka
Ross.
Flocka and Rick
Yes,
Ross.
Walker is tall. Rick Ross, you know.
All right.
Rick Ross is a double sized meal. Like he's, you know, he's yeah.
What
So
about
that
what about Aquaman? Aquaman.
Aquaman is a full size meal. Full size. Okay. This other thing. So there was this show called Cocktails with Queens. Okay.
Okay.
And you had Lisa Ray and the Brat, her sister. Okay, that was
Mhm.
on there. And you know, Lisa Ray, everybody was wishing her happy birthday and stuff like that. And the
Mhm.
Brat came on to wish her happy birthday. So Lisa was in total shock. She was like, "Oh my God, my sister is there." She was so quiet and everything. And the Brat is all happy, singing happy birthday. And then Lisa's just like, well, you know what? I'm kind of mad at you because we haven't spoken in months. And girl, stop playing with me. We Black. We don't air our dirty laundry in the street. You could
Je-
call her after
Jessica
and
Black.
tell her about that.
Say that again. Stop playing with me. Let
Stop
me hear
playing with me. Stop playing with me. Okay? We're not doing that. Now, you also have Jordan Woods, who's the latest celebrity to
Mhm.
join OnlyFans.
All
Okay,
right.
but she's saying that she's joining OnlyFans to create art. Girl, you better stop playing with me. Because now that you're no longer on Kylie Jenner's payroll, I know you have to find new ways to create art. But come on now,
What's
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? What's OnlyFans? What's OnlyFans?
Well, OnlyFans is a platform that is
Mhm.
mostly used for adult content, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
now celebrities are picking up on it and they are, you know, maybe creating art or posting whatever. I don't know. I don't follow anybody on OnlyFans,
Mhm.
but Jordan Woods is opening an OnlyFans account. So for whoever that wants to sign up, go ahead. Apparently it's $20 a month. Okay.
All right.
Enjoy. You're
All
welcome.
right. All right. All right.
And and the last thing I have for you guys is so Coco Cakes, aka Khloe Kardashian, is
Okay.
actually hiding her pregnancy from her baby dad. Well, okay, apparently she's pregnant. Okay, from Tristan. Okay, her
Mhm.
first baby daddy,
Mhm.
and she's not talking about it. But it's like,
Okay.
girl, stop playing with me. We all know that you're pregnant. That's number 1 through 10. And number 11, find yourself a loyal man, not a, I don't know, cheetah, pumpkin eater. Hello, girl,
You
stop
know,
playing with me.
those Canadian boys, they got something special.
Yeah.
Tristan's Canadian, Tory
Yes,
Lane's Canadian. They got
yes.
those American girls' heads spinning right now. Those
Yeah,
Canadian
but
boys got something special.
yeah, he has something special for her and a whole bunch of other women too. So I'm just saying,
All right.
he
All right.
is a little cheater. So they all need to stop playing with us because we're not buying it.
All right.
That's my segment.
So Jessica Black, you also had to prepare us on being a publicist for Tory Lanez, and he put out a new album recently and posted some statements online. If you were Tory Lanez's publicist, how would you be advising him right now? Because I know you got that management background.
Yeah, as a PR, I would say that whatever they did is genius. Okay, because
Who's
Tory
they?
Lanez, well, his PR team, like his
Okay.
whole team, it's
Okay.
genius because whatever happened. Megan actually talked about it. Everybody was waiting for Tory to speak up, but he kept it really low. He kept it low profile, low key,
Mm-hmm.
and out of nowhere, he said, "Oh, y'all want to hear my side of the story?
Mm-hmm.
Tune in tonight at midnight." And then boom, he dropped an album.
Wow,
How
crazy.
genius is that? I mean, he's not, there's no media outlets that's going to be paying to hear his story. None of
Mhm.
that, but he made money off of the situation. My
Mhm.
only thing is he still didn't really address it, right?
Yeah, he's
He,
skating.
he
He's
can't,
skating on it. He's skating on it right now.
yeah, he's skating.
Mhm.
And because he was away for so long and we haven't really seen him in the forefront, well, now just last weekend, he was in Jersey partying it up with Casanova, okay,
Mhm.
Casanova 2X. The next day he was in the studio with Funk Flex. So you know what? Everybody already forgot about it. So
Yeah, but that's
Tory,
Americans. Americans have a short memory span on those type of things. I want to bring Dorothy Clark in on this. I want to bring Dorothy Clark in on
Hey,
this.
girl.
You know what I mean? Get her
Hey.
opinion on it. So what's your thoughts on the whole Tory Lanez situation? How should his publicist team have handled it?
You know what? That is a story that I've kind of not given a whole lot of shine to. However, if I think back on the whole Rihanna v. Chris Brown situation that happened, that took place 2009, I think the brilliant move of Chris's people was to, of course, Chris play that sad boy. You know what I'm saying? The ever so apologetic boy. And I think if Tory Lanez right now, the people handling Tory Lanez have him have some vulnerability and some sincere remorseful, I think that he can gain a lot of quote unquote sympathy from people who he might have lost, I guess, fanship, for lack of a better word, and regain a different audience. Because again, I mean, all these artists, nobody's perfect, everybody's human. I think that all publicity is good publicity, even negative publicity, and how they can spin this whole thing is to like portray a very apologetic Tory Lanez.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to drop an album at the, for his fans or whatever. Yeah, sure, of course, because I mean, like, people's curiosity about this dude has already been piqued. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, myself included, okay, I'm not myself, I knew who Tory Lanez is, but I'm just talking about my generation, okay? Didn't really know who Tory Lanez was per se. Maybe one or two songs they knew of, but not really connecting it to Tory Lanez. But a lot of people know who Tory Lanez is now.
Okay.
In the aftermath of shooting my girl's toe off. You know what I'm saying?
So he's spreading rumors right now. He shot her toe off. The toe was off.
I'm just saying he shot the girl's foot. He shot her in her foot, and I mean that's all the conversation. You can't believe that he shot the girl in the foot. He shot her in the foot. Oh my God, he shot her in the. So I mean, how do you spin that up in the best way possible?
All right.
Jessica says drop an album. That's genius. But right now we can like rebuild this boy's whole character, play on the sympathies of the public. Let him portray himself like Chris Brown did in his documentary as this torn boy. Torn boy. Chris Brown even kind of spun up a victim of his own. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the thing is, Chris Brown admitted to it.
Oh, that's my point.
You know, like Chris Brown admitted to it.
But he's how did Chris Brown spin was that he saw that kind of abuse, and unbeknownst to him, it became him. So he's guilty of breaking my girl's jawbone, but he's a victim too, because that's the kind of environment.
But Chris Brown, because of that incident, his career never elevated to the level it should have been.
Right.
And never will. It never will.
Here's the thing: notoriety or infamy is just up there. It's up there with fame and celebrity. So Chris's bad boy image, it doesn't hurt him all the way, because every single he drops, it's always a bomb single and it always reaches the billboards.
Yeah, but he's not peaking to the level he should have peaked.
You're probably right, but he's still relevant. And relevance is important in the game. And Chris Brown, he's still young. That's the beauty of it. So if like you talked about, American and their memory and short attention span, maybe in 10 years from now, when Chris Brown drops a legit and authentic R&B album, who knows? You know what I mean? He's still one of the top bad boys, the baddest singers out there. He still can dance. You know what I mean? He's. You
can say. I know you want to say he's sexy. You can say he's sexy. It's okay. Get jealous.
I don't want to throw my cougarisms out there, but the boy is sexy. He really, really, really is.
Yeah. So Dorothy, what we're gonna do? We're gonna hang out for just for a minute, and then we're gonna bring everyone back on. All right, you could share us. So for those who are watching, you're watching the co-host audition live. If you are a fan of Jessica Black and you liked her swagger and the way she put her presentation together, let me see the hashtags for her voting right now. Vote for her right now. Let me see those hashtags. So remember, in order for your votes to count, you must use the hashtag and make sure you like this page. So we need to see some more likes, some more loves on this page. So right now, what we're going to do, we're going to bring everyone in together for our final discussion. We're going to bring back Dorothy. We're going to bring back Pamela. And ladies and gentlemen, these are our final three contestants for the co-host position. Who's going to take the crown? This is our last and final discussion. I need you guys, people, to vote neutrally for who you feel has that swag, that energy, that persona, that passion to be the co-host of Malik to blow this up. All right? Let me get some gunshots right now. Notre volet final. So, as you know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories getting popularity. We want to know, what conspiracy theory do you relate to or do you feel is getting popularity? So we are going to start off with Pamela Pagano. We want to know, in your mind, what conspiracy theory is taking off and getting a lot of popularity right now. Turn on your mic. Turn on your mic. Turn on your mic. And we can't hear you right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Jessica Black, and we'll be back to Pamela after. Jessica Black.
Yes. Okay. So, and it's just a conspiracy, but the conspiracy is that Donald Trump doesn't really have COVID, right? I mean, it's, listen, I've been watching the news, I've been following that, etc. And it's like, that's the biggest conspiracy, is that he does not really have COVID. So explain this to me. So we saw that geriatric feud happen earlier last week, between him and Joe Biden. Okay.
What'd you call it? What'd you call it?
She said a geriatric feud.
Okay.
An all-out fight at Jurassic Park.
Okay, so we saw that Jurassic feud happen. Geriatric feud happen, and I mean, everybody was talking about it, right? Oh my God, two grown men, it was horrible, etc., etc. And now all of a sudden, to like take the attention off of that horrible feud or debate, now all of a sudden, the president of the United States has COVID. Okay, so he's fine. He's pretending like he's working from the White House. Then the next day, he apparently checks in to the hospital just to come out a couple of days later. Okay, listen, sir. Okay, who are you fooling? And then the problem that I have with all of this is the photo op that he did from the White House balcony, right? Where he looked like he needed a ventilator, grasping for air. Well, it's like, okay, if you really do have COVID, why did you go back into the White House without a mask? You're putting everybody else at risk. Right. So that is the conspiracy that I see that's picking up. And a lot of people can relate to that, because what it's doing right now is that it's taking the attention off of what really matters, and is the elections that are happening next month in November. Right. So out of sight, out of mind. Right now, nobody's talking about Joe Biden at all. They're not. We're not talking about him because we're focused on comb over Trump. OK, so I mean, so that's the whole conspiracy thing. And that's really what I think. Does he really have COVID? Doesn't he? If he really has COVID, well, he's really being reckless out here. Okay. With not wearing a mask, having people around him. It's just horrible. But yeah, that's my time.
Chad had to cut you off there right now. We want to give time to other people.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go back to Pamela and see if her stuff is working. Is it working, Pamela? No, you're still muted. So we're going to go to Dorothy right now. Dorothy, you working?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of my girl, Jessica Black, because again, that's all the conversation. If you are on social media and you see like the conversations that are trending, is that is Donald Trump really, really COVID inoculated? And when you think about his pattern of behavior, okay, remember when the whole impeachment trial was about, remember? And then all of a sudden my man was talking about war. Nothing gets his base more titillated than when you talk their language. And if we know the Republicans and the GOP party, they've always been a war. They've always been behind the war presidents. They've always been about the about arms and guns and all of that. So for him to have talked about war amid the impeachment trial, of course, kind of set his his base and
Mhm.
his followers sets their attention elsewhere. And of course, the impeachment, that was a whole lot of mess or whatever. And here we are again in 2020. The elections are looming, and then all of a sudden, my man has COVID-19.
COVID.
COVID-19 that he actually considered to be a hoax.
But what do you feel by doing that? He's getting out of it. Is does he want the full attention, or is he really trying to win the election?
He's trying to win the election by dirty tactics. These are all political tactics, and how best to do it. Remember when? Oh my God! You know, I hate to expose my ignorance, but okay, I'm just going to be very, very general. But remember when Obama was the threat? I believe was oh God, I can't remember that. But in any case, he practically foresaw a move that Obama could have made, which was, I think it was bombing Syria or something like that.
Okay.
And he actually tweeted it. Watch Obama now. He's all backed up against the wall and he's about to go and start a war, which was the same exact maneuver.
Dorothy, do that again. Do that impersonation again. Do that impersonation again.
China. As China. That's my favorite. The man is a jackass. And I, for one, I'm subscribing and endorsing the very possibility that this whole diagnosis, this whole COVID diagnosis, was him manipulating his doctors and the people behind him. I'm kind of on team of unbelief. I don't believe. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. What are you drinking there? Sangria?
No, mango juice.
Oh, mango juice. Okay.
It's
All
in
right.
a plastic goblet.
Okay, cool. All right. So up next, we are talking about conspiracy theories. You watching the co-host live auditions. This is the final countdown audition. We have Pamela Pagano up next. Pamela, how are you doing?
I think you hear me now.
We hear
we
you.
hear
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Can I tell you something? I think it's my headphones that just stopped working because when I logged back in, it was anyway. All good, Malik. I think it's the noise. You know, it just they're done.
I guess the noise snap the headphones.
No. But okay, so my conspiracy theory, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but I'm sure you might have. Is that our phones are listening to us?
Ooh.
Come
Why
on.
do you think so? Why do you think our phones are listening to us?
Yes, exactly. And they certainly are, okay? I truly believe this conspiracy theory, and I think that this is coming back. Like, people are talking about it a lot more because of the documentary, The Social Dilemma. Now, right,
Yeah.
have you guys watched it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. I just finished watching it, and I didn't delete my social medias, though it was very tempting to. But it's because I already knew that this conspiracy theory was true. But in the documentary, obviously, it's saying that like advertisements and the data that social media collects is what makes them predict what we want to see and, you know, what sides we are on certain topics and all that. But I'm so sorry. I still think that the conspiracy theory is true, that our phones are just listening to us. Because let me tell you a crazy story. One day I went shopping way before COVID time, and I saw this pair of heels. Okay,
Heels?
These heels, yes, these beautiful
High heels?
high heels. You know, I never buy things like that, and I was just like, wow, I really want them from Aldo's. Okay. And, you know, I never looked them up, nothing. I got home, okay, told my mom about it. You know, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to get them. They're so beautiful. There were these black high heels. That night, all over my Facebook, the exact Aldo high heel shoes that I all over my Facebook. And I was just like, you are listening to me, I swear.
That is so weird.
I'm telling
you. Did you go in the store or you just walk by the store?
No, I walked in the store, so maybe. But still, how would they know the exact pair of heels?
Reading your phone.
Did you go online? Did you go online and look for them?
Not.
Yeah, that would freak me out too.
Not one search. So
that would freak me out.
That conspiracy just was like, at first I'm like, okay, you know, yes. I went to Dawson, I studied communications, and we had like our professors taught us about Noam Chomsky and other like communication theorists saying that
I have a question for Pamela, though. Can I ask my question, Malik?
What question is that?
The question for Pamela is, in light of that experience, how cautious are you with your phone now?
Oh, I am extremely cautious. Every time you update your phone or something and it says, do you want to allow data to be collected? No.
Of course not, yeah.
I love the future, and I believe we will have a very high-tech future, but it's okay. You don't have to know what shoes I want to buy.
And make sure you turn off also your
Alexa.
where you are. What's it called again?
Alexa.
Oh yeah, I don't use Alexa.
Oh
no.
my God, I heard
Yeah,
about
that's true.
Alexa.
She knows
Yeah, she hears everything.
She hears everything.
Yeah,
Who
Alexa.
uses
And what's the
that
other
next?
one? What's the other one by Google?
Siri?
Yeah, they're
No,
all
that's
fine.
iPhone, but yeah.
They're all here.
Alexa's a shady bee.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Dorothy, Pamela, Jessica for being part of this co-host auditions. Can we get some hearts? Can we get some love? Can we get some stars right now? So I'm going to give each of you guys 30 seconds to tell us in 30 seconds why you feel that people should vote for you. And we'll start off with Jessica Black. Jessica Black, why do you feel that you deserve to be the co-host and people should vote for you?
Guys, I think I should be the co-host because I have a vibrant personality. I'm enthusiastic. I keep it real. Don't we look good side by side, Malik and I? Like, come on, guys. Like, I can do this job. I'm up on entertainment news. I love entertainment, music, everything pop culture, and I will give you, the public, what you want. I keep it funny. I keep it light. And as I said, I always keep it real. So vote for me, guys. Hashtag Jessica Black.
You hear that, people? Hashtag Jessica Black and like that page, Malik Shaheed TV right now. If you want to vote for Jessica Black, here we go. Pamela Pagano, in 30 seconds, let the people know why they should vote for you and why you deserve to be the co-host.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm not good at selling myself, as you can probably tell. But why I would love to be one of the co-hosts, I think everyone would do amazing regardless, is because this is what I have studied. It's what I am studying, and it is my absolute passion. So to be a co-host is literally to be attaining a goal in my life. So I would absolutely love it, but no matter who gets it, we're all pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
So people, if
awesome.
you feel that Pamela needs to be the co-host, use that hashtag Pamela. Remember to like this page. And here we go. Up next, we have Dorothy Clark. Please tell us why you feel you deserve to be the co-host and why you'll be making an amazing job.
I am amazing. Bottom line, I don't need 30 seconds, but I am everybody's big sister. I got the scoopy. I know how to deliver it with poise, with elegance, and with sass. I know how to have fun. I know how to make you laugh. And I mean, I'm just the complete package, not to sound like a jerk, but that's what's up. That's what's up. And I've got a really great voice. I've been told on several occasions. The voice, baby.
All right. So people, if you feel that Dorothy deserves to be the co-host, let me see those hashtags for Dorothy right now. Let me see the hashtag for Dorothy right now. Remember to like this page if you want your votes to count. Let's go. So, mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the moment of truth? Are you ready to find out who the new co-host will be? Give me a second.
Oh, that's happening tonight?
Oh,
That's
no.
happening right now?
Oh, okay.
Oh, heartbeat.
Happen right now. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, brace yourselves. And the winner, le gagnant of the co-hosting job is Tune in next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Same time, same place, to find out who will be the co-host. And that's when we start our premiere show. Mercredi prochain, 20h, 8 p.m. Be there. I want to thank all you lovely ladies, Jessica,
that was a dirty trick,
Dorothy,
man.
for being part of this. It was amazing. Remember to share this. Let me see the hashtags right now, people. Let me see the hashtags. Let me see the comments of why you like who you chose right now. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see one of you guys next week as the co-hosts. On that note, one love, peace.
Thank you, Malik.
Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Ted. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Amazing
You guys
job,
are
ladies.
Bye, girls.
on point today. We appreciate that. All right. Let me do this one more time. Don't forget, at 9 o'clock, we have George Floyd Live right here at 9 o'clock. We have George Floyd Live. Log off and log back on right now. At 9 o'clock, we have George Floyd Live. I'm out, ladies. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.